Hello and welcome back to SeeNoBounds Live, where we're back with the amazing Christine and a brand new subject. But one thing I will talk about is, Christine, in the green room before we went live there, I seen you bobbing along to our tune.
I was.
By the amazing Jonathan. Yeah, I can see you bobbing
I
along.
love it. I love the little tune. It's very catchy. But today it's all about authentic marketing. And we are going to talk about the basics of authentic marketing. And it couldn't be a better person to start that off. So over to you, Christine.
Yeah, we've got 12 points on this, I think, right? So, Christine, how do you want to do this? Should we just do like point? Oh, no. Let's start off with what is authentic marketing first. Let's do that.
Okay, so authentic marketing is basically marketing activities, and what marketing activities are we talk about in a second, because I would like to reframe that word because it's very scary for a lot of entrepreneurs. You do activities where you can be authentic and that match your values. So everything we talked about previously, that match your authentic self and that match your business values and don't go against what you believe in. So that's, in a nutshell, what I would say is authentic marketing.
Okay, cool. So we've got, and that makes sense, right? That really does make sense to us. So I know you've got 12 points that actually kind of sum this up, all right? Now, I can't count much before 10 because I run out of
counting on you at home.
All right, so I'm going to definitely need help. But let's start with point 1.
Okay, so before we do that, can I just say, because marketing, people are so afraid about marketing and what that actually is. It is telling people who you are, what you do, and why you do it. That's in a nutshell. So if you are at a networking event, even if you're an introvert and you have a one-to-one in the wonderful Get Connected groups or any other networking events that you guys are running, for example, what do you do? People ask you, what do you do? And you say what you do. That is already marketing, okay? And then you spread that into different channels. So just to take that up front and that fear away of this big thing, what is marketing, okay? Now, these are there's 10 principles, and I added 2, but these 10 principles I go through first were developed by Jürgen Wolf, who wrote Marketing for Entrepreneurs book years and years ago, but they're still valid. So I love them, and I always use them to create a marketing mindset so that people get into that. So the first one is it's all about benefits. Okay, people don't always want to only hear what it's about, what it is, and what the features are. They want to know, why should I use this? Why should I spend any money or even time on this? There's so much information out there. You can get pretty much everything you want, 1 million different facets of it. And you need to outline the benefits of someone buying your products and services with time or with money. So that's the first one. It's all about benefits. And I always challenge everyone to come up with 100 benefits of their product. And there's a way to do that. Then 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, people might have heard about that. Get rid of the 80% that just give you 20% of the income, 20% of the signups, 20% of the clients, and focus on the 20% that get you 80% of the signups. So let's say you run some Google ads, and maybe you do networking, and you figure out, well, Google ads gives me actually, let's say you have 10 signups a month, just to make it easy. So 2 signups come from Google ads, but 8 come from networking. So why do you spend any money and time on Google ads and don't use that time and money to put into networking to then get more signups? So that would be the principle number 2. Number 3 is conduct an ongoing marketing campaign, whatever that looks like. Look at the big brands, Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever you want to look at. They run constantly campaigns. And it's not because they just have too much money, but it's, yeah, they do. But everyone knows them pretty much. Let's generalize here, but everyone knows who Starbucks is. So you would think, why would they still have to run ads? Why would they still have to have posters somewhere? Because people get invaded with information, and they constantly have to be pushed into something, and they constantly need to see your brand to be reminded about that you exist. So that's number 3. Number 4, listen to everyone. So that's not only to experts and your ideal clients, as they say, that's to everyone who gives you feedback that is constructive. Take that in, evaluate if that's something you would have to look into or not. Sometimes it's great to talk to children, explain to them what you do, and see what they ask you. It's great to also ask not children, but maybe other professionals.
We had this actually with a website about how to set up a website, and it was again Danielle mentioned that put it in front of children. If they can work out within 30 seconds what you do from your website, they are a great tool to use for being able to see what you do, because we are so in it sometimes as business owners that we can't see the wood for the trees. So great.
Not sometimes, always. I think we're always in our own bubble, which is great, and we love what we do. But getting someone completely out of the industry, completely out of the age range as well, really gives lots of insights. Now we have be different. Okay, it's not enough anymore to offer similar things that others, because pretty much everything exists already. There might be new ways and there might be new things, but especially if you're looking at solopreneurs that have a service that they offer, you need to be different. And we're all different anyway, so we need to understand that we're all different in our own way. We have our personality, and that's why it's so important to understand who you actually are and understand your authentic self, coming back to what we said before. Test continuously. There's no reason why you should do anything in marketing without knowing the outcome. Okay, if you spend any money or time or something, so there's always people that boost like one post. Why do you do that? Always define, why do you actually do what you do, and what do you want to get out of it, and then see if it worked. If it didn't work, and that's going to the next tour actually. If it didn't work, so learning from failure, why did it not work? What do I have to do to adjust it? How can I avoid this in the future? And if it did work, learn from successes, which a lot of people forget. Why did it work? How can I take this into all the other things that I'm using? And how can I make this continuously working? So testing, learning from failures, learning from successes. Be flexible.
It's a really hard one with social media, especially, I think.
Yes.
Because with social media, you can test, you can get the stats and all of that. But so on our page, the SeeNoBounds page, for example, on Facebook, you don't get a lot of interaction. But everywhere we go, people go, oh my gosh, I see you everywhere. You're always doing lives. You're doing this.
I know.
People are coming up on the live on the stream, but they might not interact. So it's a really hard one, I think, on social media. But don't give up on that. I think it's
that's right.
You're seen even if you don't get interactions. But I think going out maybe and ask your people around you. What do you see? Do you see my content before you because I've had a lot of people going, oh, nothing's been seen, so I'm just going to give up. But it is being seen, I think. It's just finding out on how you can track it. So great point.
Yes. And then to just go through the last few is to be flexible. Things change, you change, the business changes. We talked about that before. But technology, it's developing. Everything's developing so fast. If someone tells you I stay up with everything that's happening in marketing or in technology, they're lying. It's impossible. It is impossible. It really is. And that's okay. And just keep in mind that you don't have to do it all. And just keep in mind that you don't have to jump on everything immediately once it comes out. Maybe evaluate if it's worth your effort or not. Try something. If it's not working, give up on it. But be flexible with the things that you're doing. And then the last 3 is know when to outsource. I think it's a really important point. As a solopreneur, usually it's not that we have a lot of money that we can spend, and that's usually what's keeping us, of course, from outsourcing things. However, if you think about it, let's say you want to create a website, you've never done anything like that, and you have to get your head around maybe WordPress, any other website building platforms that are out there, understand how it works, understand that there's pictures to be done, text to be written, there's certain things that you need to do, certain things that you can't do, certain legal things that come with that. To figure all that out might take you 3 months. And I'm talking about 3 months only doing that every day for 8 hours. But if you give that to someone, and there's affordable website builders depending on what you want. Of course, if you have a platform like you where you have also logins and stuff, that might be a bit different. However, if you just want to get started and you want to get like a landing page, a contact page, and something, this is what I offer page, then you can get that done easily, maybe by someone else.
And I think that's important to understand what you're going to use something for, and that doesn't just go for website. It goes for everything with outsourcing. It's what is the outsourcing? What can that actually bring back into your business?
Yeah.
Like you were saying about the time frame. If you're spending 3 months doing that, well, you might have sold 3,000 products. So surely your time will be worth doing the 3,000 products and paying somebody else for the website.
Exactly.
I'm running out. So Christine, how many more we got? 2.
2 more, the ones that I added actually to them. So it's be authentic. And we talked about that. So I don't need to talk much more about it. And be mindful, because I think we can burn out quickly in trying too many things and not doing them well enough. Take one thing, do it well, feel comfortable with it, make it an automation, make it easy for you, and then you can move on to the next one. And that's it.
There's some really top tips in there. And I could just be honest with you, we are running out of time, and I'd love to pull out individual topics on that, but I can't. We could literally do a show on each one.
We'll be back.
So maybe that will happen. But we do have to end the show. So I'm going to come back to Christine. I'm going to say, Christine, out of all of those, I think there was 11 or 12 of them, right? Out of all of those, what would you say is the most important one?
I wouldn't say there's a most important one, but if I would have to pick one, it's the benefits. Make sure you communicate the benefits, what's in it for them, because that's the one question everyone asks themselves before they spend any money or time on anything, subconsciously even.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely.
We all do it.
Yeah, we all do it, and I do it now. So listen, we do have to end this part of the show, but we do have to say goodbye. Don't go too far though, because we will be back with the wonderful Christine talking about a brand new subject. And until then, we'll see you again shortly. Take care. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye.